Hello beauties, this is Cruella DeVille. Welcome to the Red Diva channel, darling. We are here today for a special tutorial on a look that is all about me, darling. But before you go any further, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We love to hear your feedback, darling. We love for you to share this channel, darling. So stick around, don't go anywhere. We don't want you to go anywhere, darling. And we'll be right back with a tutorial for Cruella DeVille. I'll be right back, darling. We're ready to start the show. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start with the basics. We're going to get the skin primed and ready to go so we can begin some of the color products. I'm going to start with the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. This is really nice. It's very lightweight, not too thick, and it does help to sort of create a smoother texture on the skin. It is a silicone-free primer, and I just usually apply a thin layer all over the face. So I'm super excited to be doing this kind of step-by-step look for Cruella. I've always been such a big fan. Years ago, I dressed up as her, kind of like around the time that the original movie came out, the one with Glenn Close. So that was cool. I don't even know what happened to that wig that I had, but it was a half white, half black wig. But the style definitely of that movie was very different to the one that we are dealing with now. So so it's kind of cool to be able to do like that version versus this version. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the eye look first, because I don't want to have any fallout all over the face. So I thought that for the eyeshadow primer, instead of using a typical eyeshadow primer, I would use the KVD Kat Von D Lock It Concealer right there. Okay, and this one, it is in White Out. So I thought that that would be a great way to just kind of create a very, very high contrast for the eyelid area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over the eyelid. Okay, and then I'm going to get a little brush and kind of smooth that out. Okay, you see how it like really lightens up that lid space? Okay, so we got that going on. So I'm going to be using eye colors from different palettes. I have the Frozen 2 palette. This one is the Anna. So I thought that it would be interesting to use some of these colors right here, as well, just as a little hint of that one as well. Then we have the Elsa palette from the Frozen 2 as well. And this one is going to have sort of that dark burgundy, which is kind of cool too. Perhaps a little bit of that one, a little bit of that one. Then you obviously have some of the white and the silver, which is kind of cool as well. And I also have a single shadow from Clarins, the black, what is it called? Black, Totally Black eyeshadow from Clarins. It's a single I've had for a long time. I don't even know if this is even discontinued or not, or what the deal is, but I've had it forever and it's perfectly brand new. I never used it. So we'll do a couple of different things. So to start off with, I think I'm going to do a little bit of the this one right here, the bottom one here. Okay, I just want to use that as sort of a transition, but I'm going to keep everything kind of tight I'm going to use this type of brush like this, okay? So as you see, I'm keeping things very, very concentrated right on the crease. If you have a hooded lid, then I would create sort of a false crease much, much higher. So you can literally look at your entire lid space and then sort of do a crease cut right there on the middle of it. So not following your natural crease, but doing that. And I'm lightly extending it. I'm just making it a little thicker. And every time I dip the eyeshadow brush on the actual palette, I'm making sure that I tap any excess because I really want to keep it very clean as possible. I'm going to get a fluffier brush. So compared to the other one, this one was much more flat. This one's a little bit more fluffy. I am going to just go over that a little tiny bit just to kind of soften it up. Okay. But not to like blend into the eyelid itself. I don't want to, you know, move that color towards the brow. I just want to really, really keep it very, very tight. But I'm just doing a little bit more blending. I'm going to go and do it the other eye really quick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and blend that second eye as well. Okay. So now I'm going to add a little bit of the purple color of that palette. Oh, actually, you know what? No, let me go ahead and use from the Elsa palette. I'm going to go ahead and use this dark burgundy, and I'm just going to lay that on top of that brown. I just want to deepen that color, the crease color. And I want to use another fluffy brush. I just want to add a little touch of this one here, also from that Elsa palette. I'm going back to that deep color, the burgundy. I'm going to go ahead and use that Clarins color, a tiny little brush like this. Okay. I'm going back to that other brush that had that deep purple. Okay, so I enriched that corner right there with that black. As you see, I'm doing basically, once I establish the main shape, I start adding more depth, and I go one eye, then I do the other eye, and then I go back to the one eye, and I just kind of alternate back and forth because I want to make sure that I'm getting the right shape as well as the depth. So I'm very particular about that, you know, in order to create that balanced look on both sides. I also kind of tilt my head back, and I'm able to see better how the shading is happening on the lid itself. So if there's a little bit more height of the purple on one side versus the other, then I'm able to sort of notice that. Whereas if you were just to look straight forward, you're not going to get that. You know, the eyelid may or may not place itself correctly. So by tilting the head back, I'm able to see exactly what is happening there and how the blend is going as well. Now I'm deciding to kind of bring that purple up a little bit. I'm also going to be, once I do the foundation, the concealer, and then I start working on the eyebrows, I'm going to be extending that eyebrow color down to sort of create a little bit of a contouring effect as well. So we can sort of create a little bit more of a sinister look on the eye, like the expression. So right now it's like the eyes look very open and very like surprised, you know, but I want to be able to sort of create that more dramatic, more like intention. So I'm just kind of dragging that color up. The same. I'm going to go back to that deep purple from the Elsa palette. I'm just going to add a little bit more depth here. I'm also not bringing, you know, because I'm going to do the bottom of the eye later once I apply the concealer area. So I'm not really like blending. I'm keeping it kind of harsh on purpose just because I'm going to do more blending later once I apply the rest of the face. There's no point in doing all that blending now because I'm going to be applying other stuff right on the edge. I'm happy with the way that the black is deepening the crease tone and just the overall deepening of the purple shade. And I'm alternating between that deep purple from the Elsa palette and the Clarins black, just to make sure that it doesn't become just all black or all purple. It's kind of like a deep purple. So I'm going to leave that like that for now, okay? It's going to pick up any excess fallout. Okay. And I'm going to also, I'll do underneath the brow as like a pop of highlighter. I'll do that once I do the brows as well, okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and apply the foundation and concealer. And what we're going to be using is the No Filter foundation from ColourPop right here. This one, the color is going to be Fair 20. Okay. So you see it. So it's, when I bought it, I thought, because I bought it online, I was so sure that it was going to be dark enough. I didn't want to be too pale, but when it arrived, I don't know. It's so hard to buy online sometimes because you feel like the picture makes it look like it's either too light or much darker than what it is, and then when it arrives, you're like, oh my God, it's not the right color. But it's okay. It's all right. We'll make it work, right? We'll make it work. All right. So just so you can see how, like that. Okay. And I might not even need concealer, but we'll see, because this is quite on the light side. So we got that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm debating whether to use the Flower Beauty concealer. And I don't know if this will be not dark enough. Let's see. Let's see how it comes out. Because if it's too pale, it's almost like not going to give enough coverage. So yeah, I kind of like that better. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Revolution Pro. And this is the Hydra Matte Translucent Setting Powder, Ultra Fine Mattifying with Hyaluronic Acid. What I like about it is that it's completely white and translucent. So I'm going to go ahead and use like a little powder puff. I'm going to go ahead and use a big fluffy brush. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use in Jet Black the Lasting Drama Matte eyeliner in black, of course, by Maybelline. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the waterline. I'm just kind of extending that line. And I do want to use something on the lid. Okay, I've decided. So I'm going to go ahead on the lid. I'm going to apply this one right here from that Elsa palette right there. Because it's a nice sort of silvery lilac color. I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, but yeah, you see. It's sort of like a, you could see it has a little bit of a shine there. Okay. Gonna use this type of little short, stubby, fluffy brush. And I am going to spray it with a little bit of the Milani Peach Spray. Deep Burgundy right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the Breakup Proof liner, liquid liner from Wet n Wild. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom liner here. I'm going to put a little bit of that peach spray right on the sponge and just going to tap in. Because I'm feeling like there's a little bit of a powderiness underneath my eyes. And I just kind of want to diffuse that. Yeah, much, much better. Okay, got that going. I also want to get this liner from ColourPop. This one is going to be in the color Amethyst Hour. So it's a nice light color like this. I want to use that on my waterline. Go back to that matte pencil. And I also want to get the brush that I was using the black with, which is that teeny tiny one. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the eyebrows. I'm going to be using a brow pencil from Benefit. This one is going to be called the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I got the smaller version of it because I really don't use very dark color very often, so I wanted to get this one. Is in the number 6. What's nice is that it's got that nice little slant to it. It's like a really charcoal brown kind of color, like that. Okay, that should help with my eyebrows to kind of box them up a little bit and deepen their color. So lately I've been doing more of a laminated brow on my own natural brows, but with this look I do want them to be a little bit more exaggerated. So I am opting to sort of kind of go back to the 2018 brows, which are definitely more boxy. Now I just want to blend in a little tiny bit that corner. Okay, so I'm getting this kind of brush right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and utilize that cool shade that's a matte. Okay, and that I'm gonna go ahead and sort of bring down. Okay, you see what I did there? So I'm kind of putting that shadow right on the start of the brow, creating a nice shadow that goes across like that. It will also help to set that beginning of the eyebrow like that. You see? See how it creates a more sinister look to the eye. I'm bringing it down as well. Just want to create. And I'm gonna go ahead. All I'm doing is just using a clean brush, and I'm passing it through the eyebrows to kind of blend the rest of the eye look together like this. Okay, let me go ahead and use a contouring stick that I have here. A little bit of the foundation. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and utilize a little bit of the Floral Blush by BH Cosmetics, but I'm going to stick to this side here, which is a more of a cooler tone, not the shimmery side here. Okay, I like that a lot. I also want to, I'm going to use that fluffy brush that had a little tiny bit of the purple. I'm going to go into that color right there from the Anna palette. And I just kind of want to sweep that color. like that. You see? And by doing that, it kind of makes the eye look a little bit almost like two-tone. Like it almost changed my eye color by doing that. Now I just want to fix a little tiny bit of the eyebrow here. So I have this palette from Wet n Wild. This one includes 4 shades of highlighters. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and utilize, I'm trying to think if I want this rose gold or if I want the silvery. Yeah, I'm going to definitely use this one. I like this one the best. Okay, that one is the Diamond Lily color. Okay, fluffy brush. And then I also want to use that under the brow bone as well. I'm going to go ahead and spray a little bit of the setting mist from Milani. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl my eyelashes. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara. And I am just applying some on my lashes. I'm going to be using magnetic lashes with this look. So right now it's just about putting some product on my natural lashes just to have something there, make it look a little bit more thick at the lash line, but nothing that I'm going to be using out and about. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the lashes off camera. It's just the magnetic lashes by Kiss. They come, this one in particular comes in a 3-pack. This one is the Magnetic Curation. And the one I'm going to use is the one called Flaunt right here, the bottom one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that off camera and I'll be back so we can continue on with the lips and finish this look. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we got the lashes on. So these are very, very cool. I want to make sure that they are attached to the magnetic liner very well. These are definitely a little bit more firm than other pairs of magnetic lashes that I've used, but they definitely create that exotic whoosh, whoosh look to my eyes. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more on the corner. Okay, but I'm not gonna have this look for very long anyway. I'm filming another video for The Corpse's Bride, so I'm really excited about that. So that's why I chose to do the magnetic lashes in order to create that look. Okay, all right, so now we are gonna do the lips. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna be using sort of a combination of a couple of things on the lips, including a lipstick that I've had in my collection for so many years, and believe it or not, it still hasn't gone bad on me. You know how sometimes lipsticks and makeup turn on you, but it hasn't. So I'm going to show you a lipstick, okay, in just a second. But I'm going to start off with Scarlet from Morphe, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to really outline outside of my natural lip line, okay, just to create that extra volume. I'm not going to talk for a second while I do this, okay? So this lipstick that I was talking to you about was actually part of the original Villainous collections from MAC from like, oh my God, this is like, this is almost 15 years old. I kid you not, seriously. And I still have it, and It doesn't smell like anything. It hasn't turned on me or anything. So this is the MAC collection, and this is the actually original Cruella lipstick. I know that they came out with a new collection of Cruella for the latest movie, but this is part of that original collection of the Villainous. Okay, and this is the original Cruella lipstick. And this one, let me see what the name was. I think it was called Amplified Heartless. Okay, Amplified Heartless. So that's the name of the color. And this is like in a nice, deep, rich red. Okay. I'm going to get a little brush like this. Just want to make sure that I get the corners. Okay guys, so this is the end of the makeup portion of the video. I will be right back with the hair and the accessories to see the final look for this beautiful Cruella DeVille look. I'll see you in a second. All right, darling, Cruella is in the house and we are so ready for a very nice night ahead of us. So I hope you like the Cruella look. I have my motorcycle waiting for me outside. Darling, don't I look fabulous? We are so ready for good time. Yes, indeed. So I hope you like this tutorial to create this fantastic Cruella look. Aren't I devilishly good looking for you tonight? I think so, darling. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this Red Diva tutorial and that you will be back very soon to see all the other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. I love you all. Have a fabulous Halloween, darling, and I will see you soon.